I'm Jessica Lahr, and welcome to another edition of FLX Weekly here at FingerLakes1.com. On Wednesday, December 12th, 2018, we are live inside the FingerLakes1.com studio, where I'm joined by Sydney Rogers, Josh Durso, and Jim Sinicropi.
Wow, I got booted to the second spot. Usually I'm the first person named.
Ouch. Ladies first.
Girl power, you know.
Cold in here.
Oh no.
Get over it, okay?
Yeah. It is cold, though, speaking of cold, and it was cold this past weekend at It's a Wonderful Life weekend here in Seneca Falls, which was amazing from what I see in the video and have heard.
This past weekend was perhaps the most festive weekend.
I love it.
It was so festive.
It was incredibly festive.
Anyone I saw, it was like, Merry Christmas.
I know.
Good luck. Merry Christmas.
That's what so you made an amazing video. That video is...
Thanks.
I literally teared up. I got like misty-eyed. I said to Chad, I'm like, I'm kind of getting emotional. I think. At one point where it transitioned, it was so good. So if you have time to go even check out a little bit.
Yeah, that video makes itself, well, it doesn't make itself, but it's good because of the event. So the drones obviously are incredible. So Zach Kelly, who manned the drone, is really, really good. And he really captures a lot of amazing footage.
Yes.
So that's one reason. And then the other reason is everybody's just so happy. It's like without a doubt, I think that the hour before the race down along that bridge is the most Christmassy, merriest place on the planet ever. Like there's something about it. It's amazing.
You captured it in the video for sure.
But it's easy. I just walk around and say, "Hey, Merry Christmas," and they're like, "Merry Christmas!" Everybody's just like pumped up and
it's like that every year, though. That's the amazing part. It's like it always replicates itself every single year.
And there's a little snow in the air.
I was gonna say the snow,
which enhances it. And it wasn't so much snow that it made it difficult to run or was a problem. But it was enough snow that it coated our town. So the drone video from above, everything's got this nice coat of just a little layer of freshly fallen snow.
Yeah. It was frosted. The town was frosted. It was so pretty.
It helps with the Christmas lights, too. It makes the Christmas lights glow a little more.
Yes.
Yeah, it's bright.
Yeah.
And people love that video so much. I even had people coming up to me and being like, giving suggestions on, you should capture this and you should get this too, because they love like looking for themselves and they love looking at the runners and
that's part of it. There are so many different things happening down there over that day, and then especially even during the race. If you go out on the actual race course, there are so many different things happening. That it's just, it would be incredible just to capture all of those things.
Well, that's my goal for next year's. I mean, we're running out of video ideas for themes, you know. So next year we'll probably try to get somebody out to walk the course in video as they go.
I volunteer Jim to run.
But I need to be down there. I usually got to be down there doing that other part. Because I'm recognized now by all these people.
Right, so they're probably looking for you.
They know.
Where's that guy with the camera? I want to make the video.
I want to get on the video,
We noticed there was some of that on this year. I mean,
and that's why like the start and the finish is such that's why it's such a big deal. That that's where people are really they cross the finish line, they look up and there's a camera staring at them, and usually multiple cameras staring at them. So
I never get why like half of them aren't even out of breath. That's why I'm like, good for you.
Some of it's usually a couple that throw up.
Well, that's very merry and jolly. For sure.
We used to,
that's a 5K.
We used to post a video of all the finishers, but that was back. What people don't understand is that was back when there was 400 or 1,000 runners, and everybody would get across the line in like an hour or so. Now that would be a 2-hour video.
What they hit this year? 5,500.
Well, 5,400 signed up, 4,900 something finished.
Oh,
and so. That doesn't necessarily mean that people didn't show up. A lot of times in this race, people enter and they run and then they stop, like at Reds. They don't finish the race. They just stop right before the end.
In the downtown.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Going to Nick's Pub across the street.
It's a testament to Martini's.
Yes.
Yeah. Nick's Pub was in Pottersville.
Oh.
It's in the alternate world where George wasn't born. It was Nick's place. But in the world that George was real, it was Martini's.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
Mr.
right.
Gower
Yes,
spent
you're
his
right.
life in prison in the alternate universe where
Oh.
because he poisoned a young boy. Remember that?
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
So-
I haven't watched it yet this year, so.
One thing I wanted to talk about was the movie itself is it's just crazy. A lot of crazy things happen in it. Like when Mr. Gower hits George Bailey and his ears messed up for the rest of his life. Remember
There's
that?
there are some undercurrents in that movie that are definitely not all that jolly.
Yeah,
No.
George,
Oh,
Or
for
festive.
sure. Not at all.
little George is like, Mr. Gower, there's poison in there. I know you didn't mean to do it, but you're gonna hurt that. And then he's like, bah.
I mean, it like shakes me to my core every time I see it. And then his reaction, and then he runs to his dad. Oh, gets me every time that movie.
Oh, God. Now I feel like I have to go watch it because I haven't watched it yet
I
this year. I
haven't
wanted to
either.
watch it,
Yeah.
before this
You
weekend.
can watch it on YouTube too.
Yeah.
just
Yeah, you
parts
can.
of it if you want. But and then one thing about that movie that always bothers me, and I've seen it so many times that I've gone through phases, but it really bothers me that his business failed. Like they misplaced $8,000, and like his business failed. Now people have to come and give him the charity. It's like it just really. But then you think about it. It wasn't by his fault. Mr.
Right.
Potter stole that money.
Right, evil man.
Yeah.
So I want to see a sequel where they discover that where the money went to. It was Potter.
Yeah. It's kind of like Clue now.
There was a
we
Saturday
should find...
Night Live skit where they
There
did
was?
that, where Dana
Oh, really?
Carvey was George Bailey, and they did that whole end scene where they celebrated, and then somebody was like, "Hey, I found that $8,000. Potter took it.
Stop.
Go, let's go kick his ass."
That's awesome.
And they go and beat the heck out of the.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I gotta look
Plot
that up
twist.
now.
Or we can just have, you can pick the happy scene, you can pick the not so happy scene, how the ending goes. Those are movies?
The alternate endings.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Would be
Yeah.
interesting.
That would be perfect.
Would be interesting.
Oh, so fun.
Yeah, and then there's the fact that what was I going to say? There's Mr. Potter's helper guy. Like he sees Potter take the money.
Mm-hmm.
Like
The guy pushing the wheelchair.
Yeah, he should have been like, look, enough's enough.
This
Like I've
is
seen you do some
wrong.
pretty horrible things, but this is
This is crossing
I'm
the
gonna
line.
Go to the police.
Well, maybe
You know
he was
what it is.
loyal. He was very loyal.
Well, he
apparently.
obviously was.
Yeah, and didn't want to
Yeah.
be a snitch.
He was just as much of a jerk as the rest of them.
That's right.
You know?
And
It's
what
a
about
different
George
time.
and Violet? You think there's something going on there? Maybe.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
she comes in.
Yes.
The bank examiner's there. She comes in and gives George the money back because she said she wasn't going to go, and he says keep it. And then she kisses him, and he has lipstick on his cheek. And he comes out, everybody sees it. They're like, "Well, there's George and Violet again."
Yeah. Oh.
No.
Controversy. There is all sorts of controversy in this movie that nobody was ever thinking about. That's
He
interesting.
loved Mary. He only loved Mary.
Yeah, but like,
I mean, Violet was pretty, but
see, my thing
His
with this,
heart was
with the whole
with Mary.
movie, is just that it's like you have all of these things, like the suicide aspect of it. That was one thing that we
Yes.
talked about.
Yes.
It's like that's a really dark thing to pack into a Christmas movie,
Right.
but probably one of the more realistic things to pack into a Christmas movie.
It really is.
right,
Like,
you're right.
that happens.
It
Yeah,
does
especially
happen.
it gets worse in this time of year. People are,
Yeah, that is the truth.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't
But
know.
it wasn't technically a Christmas movie when it first came out, so I.
No,
It was just
Right.
literally a movie.
It came out in like
Oh.
July. It kind of failed at the box office and didn't really do very
it didn't
well.
do well, but it was nominated for an Academy Award, but it didn't win, and then it just kind of went off to obscurity. And when
What was it, like 30 years later it picked up
well,
momentum
the
or
story,
something like
if you
that?
haven't heard how this happened, no, it wasn't a Christmas movie. If you look at the poster of George holding up Mary, they're not in Christmas clothes, and there's nothing about Christmas
right.
at all. But what
That's
happened was
iconic.
the movie happened, and it went into obscurity, and then the copyright expired after a certain number of years. It fell into the public domain, and at that point, every single television station. So
Grab
you guys
it.
might not remember, but I remember when I was a kid, that movie was on every single channel all Christmas long, from Thanksgiving to Christmas. It
Oh,
was
wow.
on when cable TV came about. But it was on hundreds of times.
because
across-
anybody
and
could
that-
have it.
I don't ever see it on TV anymore.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
NBC bought back the rights, which
Yeah.
is really,
Oh.
I don't know
I wonder how
how
expensive that
legal that was, but now they just show it, once on Christmas Eve. Don't they show it on NBC?
I don't even
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, it's right
Really?
before
was.
Christmas.
I think so.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
usually
I
on
thought
Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
But it fell into the public domain, and so all of a sudden all these people started watching it, and it's the type of movie you can watch over and over again, and it became a thing. So.
It's interesting.
Yeah. And now it's a great thing. We love it.
Now we're officially in the holiday spirit, because you say after Wonderful Life, it's like official.
Did you get your Christmas decorations up?
No, I got a tree up with lights on it, but no decorations.
I thought you had more.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
We need to call Christine.
What is today?
I've been too busy.
We are 12 days away from Christmas. I know. 12 days.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this weekend I'm going to have to do it, and it's going to be too bad because it's not going to be up for that long.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be up for 2 weeks.
But I got all my neighbors on my street have all their Christmas lights up.
They're mad
our house
at you.
looks like a miserable
Scrooge.
Yeah, Scrooge house.
Well, you need to keep it up past New Year's Eve then.
Well, that's bad luck.
What?
Oh, stop with the superstition.
Day, That's just tacky, though. Just keeping it up that long is just tacky.
It's not tacky. It's so pretty.
Yeah.
Well, I don't see why we can't have some outside lights year round.
Right.
If they're not Christmas lights, they're just white lights.
I agree.
I agree too. Stop it. You're Scrooge.
I'm the most festive one here. I was listening to Christmas music before any of you guys were.
True, but that's why you're over it already.
I'm not over it. I am ready for. So like this morning, we put up the story with all the shipping deadlines. They are fast approaching. So if you're trying to get something into the mail, you have until like basically this weekend that we're in now
for standard shipping.
True.
You can still
for
pay
standard shipping. So like
who wants to do that?
US, if you're using the post office, December 14th for standard normal ground, priority mail hit on the 20th. Amazon you can actually run right up until pretty much Christmas Eve, because they've got this they've got Prime stuff going on where you can actually order things on Christmas Eve and get them there by Christmas morning, because apparently there's going to be some delivery service happening.
Yeah, but you know what?
I heard about it. It's like 1 day delivery.
Yeah,
everybody needs to back
cities.
off. Like you shouldn't have to. These delivery people shouldn't have to work on Christmas Day. Like you just shouldn't. If you can't get it in time, then you shouldn't be able to ship overnight on Christmas Eve. That's the biggest problem with this world is it never stops. Not for Christmas, not for
Sunday.
I mean, a couple years ago, when I bought this phone, I ordered it at like 2:30 or 3 o'clock on the 23rd, and it was there the 24th that morning.
Wow.
It was incredible, and I thought that was incredible. I was like, oh my God, what just happened?
Yeah.
It's unnecessary,
Santa Claus.
Yeah.
I think. And
but yeah, I agree with you. Christmas morning.
That's a little much.
Yeah.
But, like you see the post office out on Sundays now. They're delivering packages 7 days a week. So, I mean.
I feel like there's a certain level where it's unnecessary. Mm-hmm. Did you know that back in like the 1970s and 80s, and I'm sure before that too, that in downtown Seneca Falls and most places, stores closed on Wednesday afternoon? They did. It was called business. It was Businessman's Day or something. But that's at the golf course. There used to be tournament once a month on a Wednesday afternoon, but everybody would put the golf that owned a business, whether it was VitoCio atCio and Rutz or Bill Rutz at Seneca Clothing or all these guys. Their stores closed at noon on Wednesday, and they all went and played golf.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, what happened in this world that we come to a point where it's just relentless 24/7? I can't get my Christmas decorations up.
I know.
Right, because you're making videos for everybody to see.
A lot of places have gone to like 4-day work weeks, and I think that's great. I think that's perfect.
Yeah, but if we were to do that here at Finger Lakes 1 or other people were to do it, then we would fall behind our competitors.
You can't do it, right.
Yeah.
You're in the news business.
True. Well, welcome to the year 2018, people. Soon to be 2019.
We will also, be updating our website with news on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's. We don't stop. Like, we don't come into the office on Christmas Day, but we will still be updating.
Have that computer ready.
Beast mode.
Sleep? What's that?
Right.
What's sleep?
All right. Well, should we jump into our photos?
Yes. I think we should.
Let's.
Okay.
We've got a lot of them.
Do we? Oh, boy. Now I have to think. Here we go.
I know. Get your pens ready. We got to pick our favorite. All right.
We're doing photos?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So for our first photo today, the sun was peeking over the hills beyond Cuca Lake, and this shot by Brooke Gordon. Beautiful.
That's the shot she sends like
The
through
money
every
shot.
once a month. We get
Season.
that shot from that location.
We've seen that
That's how it looks in December.
all year long, every season.
It's amazing how that scene evolves, too,
I
throughout the
know.
year. It's awesome.
Yes. This mighty red barn stood out against the white snow, which was trying to melt in Ontario County in this photo by Shelley Lannon.
Beautiful.
Oh, Shelley.
That
Everybody likes a
love it.
barn.
Yep.
could go with a farmhouse theme, Christmas.
Absolutely. It's hard to tell what season this photo by Peter O'Connor was taken during, if not for the empty trees. So true.
It really is. It could be
Mid-July
all
or mid-December.
seasons.
Yeah. Those
Weird.
leafless trees. All right, this photo by Kathy Content was taken near Sawmill Cove along Sodus Bay over the weekend.
Sawmill Cove.
Looks
I never heard of Sawmill Cove.
And
looks
what the
cold.
caption didn't say was that there's like 100 swans in that picture. You just can't see them. They're all in the back.
Aw.
There's tons of them.
Wow.
I see a seagull.
Yeah. And those branches. The bridge and inspiration for one of the greatest Christmas films of all time is seen through the lens of Rachel Burkholder.
Oh,
There it is.
Love
Would you
it.
Look at that.
I do wish that they would light it up like they used to, but I heard it's like codes and stuff that they can't do it.
Well, I don't know. They paid a decent penny to install this lighting, and it's growing on me. I like the bells and the way it looks when the drone flies by. It is really sweet. But those side lightings, the red, green, and yellow lights. I thought that maybe that could be a little better.
There's some interesting news coverage of that if you dig back through the Finger Lakes 1 archives. Quite a little, go back towards like the end of 2015, early 2016. You'll see a very interesting series of events that unfolded about that bridge and about the lighting, the old system, and the one that's employed now.
Maybe that's
I feel like I remember us talking about it, actually, now that you say that.
When they started that race, the big concern was, can that many people fit on the bridge at the same time? But they had it inspected, and it was no problem.
That was always a thought that ran through my head
Absolutely.
at least once.
Too.
It's been covered, and that was 10 years ago.
Right, when
Good.
there was barely anybody in the race compared to now.
And
Right.
I was 36 years old.
Wow.
Whole life in front of me.
All right, another from Shelley Lannon of this Finger Lakes Railway engine taking an afternoon run by Seneca Lake State Park on Monday.
Beautiful.
I think she commented when she sent that one in, or posted it to social too, that there don't see many trains go through there.
Right.
Seneca Lake State Park, but there it goes.
Oh, yeah. I remember seeing that.
Love it. Seneca Falls was lit up and ready for It's a Wonderful Weekend in this photo captured a few days before the festivities by Rachel Burkholder.
Love it.
That
So
is,
cute.
Rachel, that picture is going to, every time we have a story that epitomizes Seneca Falls or is about Seneca Falls or downtown, that is going to be the photo I'm going to be using.
I love it.
Because it is awesome.
I love the Christmas feel. I wish
Me too.
everywhere did that.
I know, even with like zero snow on the ground. It's beautiful. The colors of twilight are seen here in this photo by Chris Trine as it reflects across Sodus Bay on Saturday.
That's a cool
Oh,
picture.
wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah, that is neat.
Still cold.
Love. At the end of the working day on Friday, Canal Corp workers at the Lions Dry Dock celebrated the historic Tug Syracuse, launched in 1933, seen here in this photo by Robert Stopper.
Looks like quite a celebration.
Mm-hmm.
They put
The
some
balloons. They say it all.
It's a nice looking tug.
Let's go orange.
The Christmas tree at the end of the pier on the north end of Seneca Lake looked particularly festive in this photo by Thomas Liberio.
It's like the first one
I
we
love
got.
that.
Of this.
I
That
know,
is
I'm
okay.
waiting.
Of all the resources and all the great things that Geneva has done,
Yes.
this has got to be, I know it looks festive. I know that's really impressive what you're staring at right now. But Geneva, you can do so much better than that. That is a lonely tree at the end of a pier with some strip lighting on the rails. We can do so much better than
We
that.
need all the rails
Inspire
completely
them,
colorful.
Josh.
Yeah.
Like, so much better.
Speak
Inspire
up.
them, Josh.
You
Come
heard it
on.
here first.
Pretty cool though as you drive down 5 and 20.
It does. It does. A quiet off-season day at Ravenwood Golf Club in Victor in this photo taken by an unnamed Ravenwood staffer.
This
Oh.
photo, I had
it.
so many thoughts when I saw this picture because I have played my share of golf at Ravenwood, and
Yes.
they are very active. It's funny, they're really active on Twitter, but like usually golf courses go completely dark. Once you get to mid-October, they'll have their end of year stuff, and then they'll just go completely dark, and you won't hear from them again on social media. But they literally year round, they always have people out there like taking random pictures and stuff. It's just it's awesome. Good. And I was like, I saw it and I said, you know what? That's different. We're gonna run after that one.
I love it. Yes.
It makes me sad because I could play golf no matter how cold it is, but you can't play golf with the snow on the ground.
That's right.
The ball you'll lose the ball. It won't roll.
Get a bright colored ball.
Putting becomes really hard.
Yeah. That's funny. Not possible. All right. And finally, a pair of photos from Dennis Money, and this is from Deer Haven Park. This one.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
That's one of the two right there.
Okay, so this is the first.
Yes.
I'm not sure
if this... different deer.
Yeah.
They look like Himalayan mountain deer or something.
That's a deer. The white one almost looked like when I looked up, it looked like a calf or something.
Well,
where are these from? Where are these
young
deer
is
from?
also a calf, isn't it?
A fawn.
A fawn, but aren't they called calves sometimes?
I don't know.
I don't know.
So.
I just know calves as cows.
Yep.
That's
cute.
He's feeding.
It's so cute.
His
baby
deer.
He's getting ready to become a reindeer.
Oh, that must be what it is.
Yep.
Yeah, I bet you're right.
Yep. That's it.
And this little guy who captured the eye of the camera.
I love him.
So cute.
Well, some people want to shoot him.
Well, you
Dead.
know. I know.
Jeez, Jim.
I love him, though.
Oh, he's cute.
I'm not one of them. I'm not a hunter. I wouldn't have it in me to kill a deer like that.
Me neither.
Some people shoot them with a bow and arrow, and then they just got to track them as they suffer.
Jeez. You know what? I have tried deer meat, and it is good, but
it's very good.
It's so sad when you're looking at a picture like that.
I know.
I don't know. I think that
like
the deer have every right to life as we do, but I eat meat.
But it's so much more humane for cows to be shackled and farmed in mass and then massacred so you can have your burger.
Let's change the subject. What is your favorite photo this week? Because I like a good steak, okay?
Oh, I do too. Oh, I have steak in the fridge right now.
All right, I know what my favorite is.
I'm going to make it really easy on everyone because I think this is going to be everyone's favorite or close to it. Bambi at the end there.
Which one?
The very last one where he was looking back at the camera. That's, yeah.
Oh, you have soft.
Shoot me, protect me.
All right. Well, my favorite's Chris Chine's So to Stay picture. With
the reflection.
Yeah, I loved
that is a great picture.
Yeah. I'm going to go with not just Bambi, but I'm going to go with the two deer.
Oh, yes.
So interesting.
Because they were eating.
Yeah.
That was
they were having dinner.
Among those three.
Yes.
Final.
Wow, it looks really stressful.
It's a hard choice.
The pressure.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Sydney's choice.
Woo!
Oh,
that's a good one.
Cute.
Mainly because there's action going on there.
Yeah. And they're so different. And look I just noticed behind them, there's the normal looking dark deer behind them.
Oh, you're right.
Dark brown. There's two of them. That's so weird.
Oh, how cute.
That baby looks like it could be a donkey even.
A donkey?
Yeah. A little baby donkey. I don't know.
Is Eddie Murphy's voice?
Yeah.
So cute. Well, that's from Dennis Money. Congratulations. You win the photo of the week.
Boom.
Woo!
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, everyone, for sending them in. If you'd like to share your local photos from across the Finger Lakes region, click the link in the Submit Content section at the bottom right of our homepage here at fingerlakes1.com. All right, let's jump into our weekend weather, Jim. What's going on this weekend here in the Finger Lakes?
The weather.
Oh, it's warming up, actually.
What?
Not that it's going to be that great, but it's going to be Friday, high near 43, mostly cloudy.
Mm-hmm.
Then rain should move in later in the day and overnight on Friday night. But it won't even get down below freezing on Friday night. It should be a low of 36. Good. And then Saturday, 50% chance of showers, maybe a little bit of snow in the air. But it's going to be warm with a high near 44, mostly cloudy. And then on Sunday, a lesser chance of rain and a high of 41, partly sunny. And then heading back to work on Monday for probably the last work week before most people take Christmas vacation. High of 39, mostly cloudy, 30% chance of rain or snow. So it's going to be warmer. It's not going to be frigid, but it's going to be wet probably and kind of yucky.
Yeah. I don't love cold rain either.
Me neither.
What about weekend events?
Well, we have just a few. Over 100 Christmas trees of every size, shape, and theme decorated and on display at the Ward W. O'Hara Agricultural and Country Living Museum in Auburn from 2 to 8 p.m., and that is all weekend long. That's cool.
Yeah.
I bet that'd be sweet.
Trees. Yes.
The 25th edition of Dickens Christmas continues on Saturday and Sunday from noon to 4 p.m. in Skinny Atlas.
That's good stuff.
Is it? Yeah, I don't think I've been there.
You gotta go up there. It's almost, it's not as intense as the wonderful Run Festival in Seneca Falls, but it's very, very, very Christmassy and really nice.
Trying to see if
it's really well done.
What we're doing this weekend. I know, because I miss it every year.
Yeah.
Well, that would be good. Yeah. And you can visit the Canandaigua Winter Farmers Market on Saturday at the Antis Street parking lot in Canandaigua. That would be interesting. I wonder what their themes would be. Yeah. And the Polar Express is playing at the Smith Opera House in Geneva at 2 p.m. on Saturday. I love the Polar Express.
The Polar Express.
I could
Such a good movie. Oh, it's so good. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Sydney.
If you watch it now, though, the animation is outdated. I mean, it was really cutting edge, state of the art
when it
came out, but now it kind of looks. You're so used to something a little more realistic that the characters look less real.
Yeah. I still say to this day that like a Disney or someone should make the Polar Express like a ride. You know how they go through all that crazy stuff?
Yes.
I don't know, but if they do, they better.
That had to have happened already.
Is Polar Express a Disney movie?
I think it's Pixar,
yeah. I don't know.
And I think the other problem with that movie is it's too long. I wish it was 20 minutes shorter.
How long is it?
I think it's 2 hours.
I'm not sure, but it seems long to me.
It is, but I love it. I really do love it. It does take a while for me to watch it, I feel like. But that would be an awesome ride.
Yes, it would be. Absolutely.
And I don't think they've done it. You can try and prove me wrong, but if they do, I better get some credit because I've been saying it since it came out.
Yes.
Okay.
Residuals on every ticket for that, right?
Yes. Yes. Businesswoman in the making.
Oh, all right. What do we have going for sports right now, Jim?
Oh, not a lot. Old Dominion visits the Dome to face Syracuse at noon on Saturday. Cornell's at Niagara on Sunday at 2 o'clock. NFL enters Week 15 this week. The Bills host the Lions, 1 o'clock on Fox. And our high school basketball coverage continues. Thursday night, East Rochester at Lions. We were in Waterloo last night for Wayne Waterloo. Next week, South Seneca hosts the Marcus Whitman girls on Tuesday. And then Thursday, a really nice night. Boys-girls doubleheader in Waterloo. Minders Waterloo.
Oh, that'll be good.
So that'll always be good. And then this weekend, the Upstate Hoops podcast is probably going to be at noon on Sunday, which is a little odd time. But I had to do it then to make the schedule. I'm going to try to get... I'm going to try to get one member of the Waterloo boys and one member of the Minders boys and one member of the Waterloo girls and one member of the Waterloo boys. One from each of those 4 teams.
Got it.
And here's
here?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, on a Sunday?
And we're going to settle the debate once and for all. What's the better town, Seneca Falls or Waterloo?
Oh, that's going to happen with the 4 of them.
It's not going to be contentious at all.
Water losers. But I've lived in Seneca Falls and Waterloo now, so.
Oh, well, there you go.
Now you live in Lyons.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. Yeah, Wayne County. Woo.
All right. I think we're out of time, aren't we?
Oh, my goodness, we are.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us. If you enjoy the show, click like, share, and subscribe. We'll be back live next Wednesday at 12:30. Until then, enjoy your winter December weekend here in Finger Lakes.
Woo.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one.
It's Christmas.